2024 is the 60th anniversary of the 41 Magnum. You know we had to do something, so we teamed up with Ruger to do the mid-size flat top 41 Magnum revolver. Let's set the scene. It's 1963, and Elmer Keith and Bill Jordan are at the NRA convention. They go over to all the big head honchos at Smith & Wesson, Remington, Ruger, Colt, and say, hey look, we want a medium Magnum, something in between the 357 Magnum and the 44 Magnum. And what they came up with was the 41 Remington Magnum. A lot of people refer to the 41 Magnum as the middle Magnum, or the redheaded stepchild, or the forgotten Magnum. But at LIPSEY'S, we kind of think of it as the best Magnum. And let me tell you why. The 41 Magnum does give you a lot of power with a little bit less recoil than a 44 Magnum. It is meaningful. I've shot a lot of 41s over the years, and in my opinion, the 41 is a lot softer shooting than the 44 Magnum, especially loaded with the heaviest stuff. The great thing about this particular model, we're able to do it on a mid-size flat top frame. The 41 Magnum gives you full big bore power with a little bit less recoil than a full loaded 44 Magnum. I really find it's kind of the sweet spot at giving you really good performance with a little bit less recoil. It's also a pretty flat shooting cartridge. You take the standard 210 grain ammunition, you can run that up to about 1,400, 1,450 feet per second out of these guns. It really makes for really flat shooting, hard hitting load. Now let's get into the details on these two guns here. This is the first time Ruger's ever done a 41 Magnum in the mid-size flat top frame. So you get the little bit smaller frame, same size as a 357 Magnum flat top, but full 41 Magnum power. These guns have 5.5-inch barrels, 6-shot fluted cylinders. They come in at 46 ounces, have the Bisley parts, have pinned-in front sight, not only on the stainless gun, but for the first time on the blued gun as well. So now you can change that front sight out to a different height, different width, different color, whatever you want. It gives you a lot of versatility. So these are just great all-around hunting and packing handguns. Now going to the mid-size frame, there was one caveat. You did have to shorten the cylinder somewhat. So we tried all the different rounds that we could find, everything from 170 grain up to the 265 grain ammunition. And the only stuff that didn't work was the 265 grain wide flat nose style bullets. So the standard 175s, no problem, 210s, no problem, 230 grain semi-wide cutters, like this Buffalo bore load, which is a fantastic load by the way, it fits fine. Even the 250 grain wide flat nose ammunition works pretty well. Now the 265s are a little long, so you're not gonna be able to shoot those through it. But we thought that would be a decent trade-off because now you get a lighter weight gun, a little bit smaller package. So where does this mid-size frame flat top 41 Magnum fit in? Well first, this is the first time you can really have big bore Magnum power in the mid-size flat top. We've done them in the 44 Special, we've done them in the 45 Colt. And those chamberings, you're pretty much tapped out at around 1,000, 1,100 feet per second. Now you have a legitimate 210 to 230 grain load running in the 13 to 1,400 feet per second out of these guns. So LIPSEY'S is proud to bring the 41 Magnum back. Tell you what, it's a great cartridge, and for those who out there who use them, they understand it. You never see 41 Magnums on the used market, and that's because guys who buy these, they keep them and they shoot them. So go to lipseys.com to find out more information. Until next time, aim higher.